Welcome back to a new episode of TnL.travels. In the last episode, we ended after exploring the beautiful historic city of Fez. Right now, we are driving out of the city towards the Atlas Mountains of Morocco. Before we do that, we had to stop at a Toyota dealer to get some specific coolant suited for the African heat. After a short coffee break at the foot of the Atlas Mountains and a brief engine inspection, we continued driving towards Ifrane. When we reached the town, we suddenly felt like we were back in Europe. This was mainly because of the change in temperature and the trees. Ifrane is known as the Switzerland of Morocco. When we arrived at our location, we were greeted by a group of dogs and a large nest of puppies. We tried to get the group used to our presence, but that didn't work out. Eventually, we drove a bit further into the area and set up our camp for the night. We just woke up. It's very cold.
The icy windows. Not anymore because I cooked some tea. It's very icy, very cold.
The next day, after a very cold morning, we were surprised by a man riding down the mountains on his horse. Shortly after, we were surprised by Liz, Steve and Lucky from a van called Dignity. They had also come from Fez, and just like us, they were looking for some peace and space. So we decided to camp together for the next few days. Lisa made banana bread from the bananas that were slowly getting too ripe, and I kept myself busy doing
the dishes, doing the wash.
Because the temperatures drop incredibly fast after the sun sets, Steve and I started gathering enough wood to keep us all warm in the evening. After a few wonderful and peaceful days with a beautiful fire every evening, it was time to move on. We wished each other a safe journey and all went our separate way. Shortly after leaving Ifrane, we quickly descended again and the landscape started to look more like what we were used to before.
Having some nice food on the roadside. Yum, yum, yum. And some coffee.
Sometimes when I cook, I don't remember if I turn on or turn off the gas. So jetzt ist der Lisa an Schauen. Das heißt kijken. That means looking. Wasn't off?
No.
Oh no!
Oopsie.
Oopsie! There she comes. Voila!
Oh.
After a long drive, we arrived at another spot higher up in the mountains. We parked Elsie and started gathering wood. This place was covered with wood lying on the ground everywhere. And soon we were once again able to face the cold evening with a nice fire.
Firewood we collected for tonight's bonfire.
The next day, we made our way towards Parc National Al Hassan Addakhil. The road took us higher and higher into the mountains, and we could definitely feel it. Eventually, we reached the lake in the national park and we were welcomed by two other travelers we had met in Chefchaouen. Along the immense silence of the location, which lays about 6,000 feet above the sea level.
Hey everyone, I'm in the forefront of the Atlas Mountains. As you can see, I'm gonna walk to that hill. We parked next to two other travelers. They already went up the mountain and they said you should really go there. Lisa wanted to come too, but she had some other stuff to do. So I'm going on by myself and it's just so quiet here. It's like you're on Mars. It's pretty cold. So I have 3 socks on, 2 t-shirts, 1 thermo pulley. I think I'm halfway, but I think I overestimated a little bit. But still, the view is already spectacular. Look, you can see the sheep's herder. He's already busy preparing the sheep to go out. Alright, I made it to the top. To be quite fair, it's not the highest heuvel, hill. It's not like Switzerland or Germany or the Himalayas. But still, for just waking up, putting on my clothes and going, it's quite nice. I'm gonna enjoy this view. After that, we go down back to Lisa. I have some breakfast. I have some frühstück. Zullen we wat ontbijt gaan nemen.
After a pleasant morning walk, coffee and breakfast, it was time to continue our journey. We were joined by 2 other vehicles and drove into a convoy through the Moroccan landscape. After a long drive, we found a place with a beautiful view over another lake not too far from the gorges. The convoy came to a stop and everybody prepared for the night. The next day we left early for the gorges because we had heard that it can get quite busy in the afternoon with many buses full of tourists. At a certain point we drove into the gorges and were surrounded by high mountains all around us. A special and unique experience. After arriving at our location, we decided to take a short hike up the hill, so we could view the gorges from a higher point.
So we just arrived at the gorges. We parked our car and now we are walking up to a viewpoint. We don't know how long the hike will be, but it sure is beautiful. Oder?
Yeah.
Now they're there, but they came all the way up from there. Elisa, how is the climb going?
Very good. Very good. It's nice. Highs. Nice and highs.
So-
We made it.
It was nice.
Was nice.
This
Now we go to the gorge.
to the gorge.
Off we go.
On our way down, we met the rest of the convoy. After a short chat, we continued our way through the lowest part of the gorges, where the mountains are supposed to be the highest.
Oh, hallo easily. Oh, look at ball. So was blauw.
After exploring it on foot, it was time to return to the car and drive through it once more. After passing through the gorges, we quickly descended again, and the landscape started to change once more.
Knocking at the door, busting in, talking papers, jackboots.
We found a campsite in the middle of nowhere and prepared Elsie for the night.
It's Abuelita, says the little man with the gun. The dad, good stepper, rounding up and beating down is fun.
We stayed at this spot for the next few days to get some rest and get some work done. Because the temperatures were very hot during the day, we decided to set up our old awning.
Too dumb to be a local cop. A orange man has got an offer, 50 grand and some tear gas.
Nice and tidy.
After years going to the barber, now I am the barber.
And after a few days, we were joined again by Liz, Steve and Lucky.
Strapping up for a parking lot around.
Now we're driving in Zagora, the Palm City, before we go to the desert.
Upon arriving in Zagora, we needed to top up our phone credit. While I was waiting, a boy on a scooter passed by and started talking to me. I asked him if he knew a place where we could refill our gas bottle, and he took us to the garage where he worked.
Man child with me go.
While we were waiting, I asked one of the mechanics if he could weld my exhaust, which had come loose at the rear part. Without hesitation, Elsie was driven to another part of the garage and the man got to work.
Yeah, inshallah. Good.
Good man.
Good. Thank you.
After a long day at the garage and eventually no filled gas bottle but a repaired exhaust, we made our way to M. Hamid El Ghizlane, at the end of the border between Morocco and Algeria. Here we found a campsite that literally bordered the desert. And we definitely noticed it, because there was what a local resident described as a small sandstorm. So we wrapped ourselves up and went for a walk in the small sandstorm. The next day it was time to inspect and clean the car. Checking all the fluids in the early morning. When the sun comes up, it's best time to check the engine. So much dust. It's just from standing still. Crazy. Crazy. We drove away from the campsite and prepared ourselves for our very first experience with Elsie in the Moroccan desert. We were a bit nervous, but mostly excited to see what Elsie was capable of. And with that, we've come to the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any episode.
Nederland.
Nederland?
Ja.
Waar uit Nederland?
Ja.